Welcome back, America. Coming up after the break, the Hillsdale Dialogue. But I want to end this hour with Alfredo Ortiz, CEO of Job Creators Network. Of course, Job Creators Network has been our partner and our sponsor through much of election 2020. They are now resting, but not in Georgia. Alfredo, welcome. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing great, Hugh. Thank you for having me. Yeah, definitely not resting. We're here in Georgia. We're going to be here all the way through the election, January 5th. Way important races, you know.
No, I like to tell people they can't move to Georgia for the purposes of voting. That is illegal. In fact, it's a felony. But they can actually go there and help. What is the Job Creator Network doing to get David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler elected?
Yeah, so we actually started a super PAC, actually. So, you know, a Keep America Action Fund. And we are doing old-fashioned stomping, barnstorming of the state. We got a couple buses coming in, billboards, radio. We are pushing not necessarily a vote for the two, but a vote for our freedoms and our liberties. And quite frankly, a checks and balances that could be so desperately needed, to counteract what could potentially be a Biden-Harris administration. We need this firewall in the Senate. It needs to stay in control of the Republicans.
No, I like to play it. I'm going to play it right now. Cut number one. I want every Georgian to hear this. Cut number one.
Now we take Georgia, and then we change the world. Yeah! I'm sorry, can you repeat that, Mr. Schumer? Now we take Georgia, and then we change America.
Did you hear that, Alfredo? Now we take Georgia and change the world. Now we take Georgia and change America. I hope every Georgian hears that about 25,000 times between now and January 5.
And we're going to keep on reminding them, Hugh, because, again, we have so much at stake here. Again, this is not only a Georgia election, this is a national election with massive implications. If that Senate agenda falls in the hands of Chuck Schumer, forget it. Game over.
Now, let me talk a little bit about early voting. I know that Atlanta has been the site, I believe Atlanta has been the site, I say I know it, I think I remember it, of massive ice storms. People cannot wait till January 5. They have early voting. They have vote by mail and absentee. Is Job Creator Network and Keep America Fund stressing to people to vote as soon as they can?
Absolutely, Hugh. That is one of the main things we're stressing because of also the holidays, as you can imagine. People may not be going out internationally, but folks, and especially in a lot of our, conservative bases, they do travel. They do go to different locations. And so we need people to make sure that they do that early voting. It starts December 12th. They need to get in there, do their part, because, again, the entire fate of our country is now resting on the shoulders of conservatives in Georgia.
December 12th. So is that when they can get an absentee, or is that when they can go to an early voting center?
Early voting center, and we are encouraging that so we don't have all this craziness again. We need to get these guys, everybody, conservatives, go out, start early voting as soon as it opens up, get there before all the holidays and all that, and before people start traveling.
Are you going to post a list of all the early voting centers, Alfredo Ortiz, at the Job Creator Network or keepamericaamerica.com?
Yes, exactly. Same thing that we did on a national basis. We're going to be really focused, here in the different, counties and stuff like that, hitting, key precincts and stuff like that, because, again, we need to get the message out. Looking at some of the numbers, North Fulton County, for example, Cobb County, Hugh, here in Georgia, didn't perform as well as it should have amongst conservative voters. So we got to make that change. We got to make sure that does not happen by January 5th.
Well, I would like to persuade some of the people who voted for Raphael Warnock that he's actually, I know you're not partisan, but I would like them to know the issue set before them and how Raphael Warnock is a radical and Kelly Loeffler is a center-right conservative. I would like them to know how John Ossoff is a AOC light and Senator David Perdue is a respected member of the Senate. I would like them to have the issues compared. I mean, packing the courts, abolishing Medicare, cutting defense spending. The radicals on the Democratic ticket are just out of step with Georgia, I think.
Yeah, they're completely out of step with Georgia. And again, if this agenda in the Senate gets in in the hands of Chuck Schumer, Hugh, I mean, you can only imagine everything you've outlined and more. They will have complete control, and we cannot do that. At least we have, West Virginia Senator Manchin is saying, as far as like defunding police efforts or court packing, he's going to side with us on this one. He, not a believer in that stuff. So I know that didn't make AOC very happy, but forget
But he's
her.
going to get rolled, Alfredo. You know, I saw what the senator said, but you know what? He's not going to be able to stop their radical judicial nominees. He's not going to be able to stop crazy
that's
nominees to the agencies.
No, that's right.
He's not going to be able to stop defunding the military here and there if he's got the chairmanship of a committee. We've got to keep armed services under Jim Inhofe's gavel. I mean, there are military bases all over Georgia that will wither on the vine by decreased spending if Georgia doesn't send back serious defense-minded senators.
That's right. That's right. Well, and you got, potentially, if we do lose control on that Senate, you got Bernie Sanders potentially in charge of, Senate, budget committee. I mean, this just could be a complete disaster. I mean, again, you start thinking about, what that cabinet would even look like. I mean, makes even more sense why we need to defend the Senate. I mean, potentially Bernie Sanders for labor, Senator Warren for Treasury, AOC for energy. I mean, my God, dude, what a disaster.
So keep America, America.com, the Job Creators Network on Twitter, at Job Creators USA. Alfredo Ortiz, CEO, thank you for joining me. Thanks for sponsoring the show for many years. Don't go anywhere, America.